Hello and welcome to My Life in Spain. My name's Mark and today we're going to talk about 6 or 7 things that you might find different in Spain than you would in your own country. So let's start with shopping. Most people here, they don't shop for the week. They don't do a weekly shopping. You know, it's something that they do every other day. And they usually get up in the mornings, do the shopping early, and the reason for that is to beat the heat of the afternoon. They also buy food fresh. People don't stick things in the freezer here so much like they would back home. Then, of course, you've got the siesta. Now, shops close between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, big stores, they won't. They stay open all day. They stay open until about 9:30 at night usually. Sometimes in the summer, sometimes 10 o'clock. But if you want to get things done, you've got to remember about the siesta. People here still go home for their lunch. And then they might have a nap and then go back to work again. I get it, but for me, the last thing I'd want to do is go back to work if I come home and had a big lunch. Then you've got the holidays. Holidays here, and there's a lot of them, they fall on the exact date the same every year. So it doesn't matter if it's a Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday or Thursday or Friday. If that's the day of the holiday, that's going to be the holiday. And they also do what they call the bridge day here. So let's say, for example, the holiday's on a Tuesday and people are off Saturday, Sunday. They'll take Monday off as well and have 4 days off. It's very common. Fiestas. Now, where I live, they have the Moors and Christians Fiesta, which is a big deal. And everything pretty much closes for the Fiesta, and all the people are given the time off work. So before you come to Spain, you should find out when these Fiestas are in the town or city you're going to, because you don't want to go there and find out that everything you want to go see is shut. What else? Sundays. On Sunday, shops are closed, supermarkets are closed, so don't think you can do anything on a Sunday. Also, many of the bars and restaurants may open for lunch, but they won't be open in the evening. Okay, that leads us to eating times. The Spaniards eat late. And in the morning, they don't have a traditional breakfast. They might have some toast with some tomato on it or jam and a cup of coffee. Lunch is the big meal of the day. Everybody in Spain eats at 2 o'clock. It's weird. Places will be empty, 2 o'clock there'll be a line. So bear that in mind. If you want to go have lunch, you might have to wait till at least 1:30 before anything place will be open. In the evening, the normal time for eating here is 9 o'clock onwards. It's not unusual to see people eating at 12 o'clock in the summer. So that's something you might have to get used to or find a bit difficult. Also, if you're let's say you walk in a bar and you want some tapas, many times they'll have them already prepared. They'll just take them in the microwave if they're hot tapas. But if you want a proper sit-down meal, often the kitchens don't open till 8 o'clock. So just bear that in mind. Okay, bureaucracy. Bureaucracy in Spain is a nightmare. How can I put it? They're going to want 3 copies of everything. It's supposedly getting better, but it's not. You have to take this paper here, go to this office, get this signed. Once it's signed, take it to this office, give it to somebody there. It's just a nightmare. It's so bad, in fact, that there are people that do it for a living. They're called gestors. Now, even the Spanish pay somebody to go and do their, going for the driver's license or getting the card taxed, or just things you need to do, people that deal with government bureaucracy. So you can actually pay somebody to do it, and I recommend you do, because they know everybody in the office where they have to go to, and it just makes things a lot easier. And it's not really that expensive. Okay, many people coming to Spain, they think, oh, I speak Spanish, I'll be fine. Yeah, you will be fine. But even if you learn a little bit of Spanish before you come, you'll be surprised, depending on where you are, that the people around you are not speaking Spanish. And that's because Spain has 6 official languages. Castellano, which is the Spanish everybody knows. And then you have Catalan, which is in the language spoken in Barcelona, Catalonia. Also in the Balearic Islands, in Mallorca. They speak Catalan. Here where I live, they speak Valenciano. Now, Valenciano is... If you speak Italian, you'll understand a lot of it. It's a mixture of Italian, French, and Spanish. Then in the north, you've got Galician in Galicia, and then Basque in the Basque Country. And final one is Aragonese. Even though you hear people speaking these languages, 98% of them will also speak Castellano. So you should be able to get by fine. Anyway, I hope this has been a little helpful for you. And it'll give you some things to think about before you come to Spain. Also, the biggest thing is learn to be patient. The customer is not king here. If you go in a bar, don't wait for the waiter to come to you. You're going to have to probably grab him or say, hey, I'm here, please, pardon. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope these tips are helpful. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for now. Bye.